So, I've just been to see The Man from U.N.C.L.E. with Steve, and we've made a review about it. Of course, as everybody knows, to make a good YouTube video, you need a place with lots of light, no background noise, so you can clearly be seen, clearly be heard. So what did we do? We went to a dark pub where you can hear people talking in the background. Makes sense, really.
Codename Uncle.
This is Steve. We've just been to see Man from U.N.C.L.E. and this is our thoughts on it.
Well, basically, this is Ritchie, isn't it?
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie's take on Man from U.N.C.L.E. is just as good as his Sherlock Holmes take. Full of great action.
It was very obviously a Guy Ritchie film.
Yes. And
if you didn't know, you would have guessed.
Yes, and he does violence such entertainment, but in tongue-in-cheek way.
Yeah. It's quite a lot of sexual innuendo as well.
Yes, and it enters back to a classic Bond movie as well from the 60s. It just has, I mean, even the show and the telly had the same thing with the original cast. I mean, it does the show justice.
Yeah. You found it quite funny because you couldn't stop laughing quite loudly.
No, I didn't mean to. It was just, it was set up to be tongue-in-cheek, and it was great. It was that British humour came through.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of British humour in it. And all of these films, I kind of watch it and I think, you know, that could never happen. That's so ridiculous. I think the only time I actually felt that was right at the beginning when the American guy, Solo, is shooting the Russian and he manages to move back in the car, and I was thinking, really, you know, bullets move quite fast, you wouldn't have been able to do that.
When you hear something that sounds like a gunshot, drive.
But apart from that, I never actually felt when I was watching it, oh, you know, that wouldn't actually happen. You know, that's a bit... Because there are some films, like particularly I'd say the Mission Impossible films, there are points in it thinking, no, that would never happen in reality. So that's good, because one criticism I would have about it is a lot of the music was modern. It was supposed to be set in the 60s. You're looking at the phone.
Sorry.
Getting slightly sidetracked.
No,
But yeah, they did have some 60s music, but a lot of it was modern music. And I
well, yeah, but that's always going to stick a bit of modern music. It wasn't modern, it was made to...
Yeah, I mean, it was made for the film. I mean, they didn't play stuff you'd hear in the charts. It was made for the film, but it was clearly made recently. It didn't have the 60s vibes. Like, you've got a 60s film, you've got all in 60s character, 60s everything, and then you've got music which has clearly been made recently, and I did feel that spoilt it a bit.
Fair enough. Yeah, but they did the same in Austin Powers when Madonna did her 60s song.
Yeah, but that Austin Powers is a silly film, really. That was made to be silly.
Well, not much else we can say about it, but go and see the film.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a good film. It's definitely worth watching. As for you know, you're in hysterics pretty much all the way through. At no point did I feel like the story was dropping. Some films you kind of, you know, you're engaged and then the story drops, and then you're engaged and then the story drops. I felt that it managed to hold my attention the whole way.
I think I think the British end of things where we find out, well, no, I better not say it, spoil it, but yeah, I thought having a British MI6 in there too was good.
Yeah. Because I'm not overly familiar with the original series.
Well, I am, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think...
Did you feel it did the original series justice?
Yes, and I think it really could do with a couple more sequels with good plots, like as good as the ones they gave us. And also, I felt the idea of a criminal organisation backed up by ex-Nazis was brilliant. Yeah. But that's all I'm going to say about it.
So, I think there is inevitably going to be a sequel. They've left the film open-ended for a sequel, but there again, a lot of films leave themselves open-ended for a sequel.
And then Hollywood doesn't like to make them because they didn't make enough money, which they don't take into consideration the rest of the world, which always bugs me.
But yeah, I think the film should make enough money, and I think there will be a sequel. Anyway, that's that's that for that.